Hey there, so today we have a beer talk and this is about the New England style IPA is here to stay. So first off, this comes with some big news. So Great American Beer Festival is one of the most important and largest beer competitions in the country. And so obviously American IPA and double IPA are two of the styles that are most submitted to by breweries. And this year is the first year that they actually allowed for Hazy IPA to jump into the competition. And American IPA this year had over 300 submissions, Hazy IPA over 400. In total, between the Hazy IPA substyles, are over 700 submissions. So my argument is that the Hazy IPA is just simply here to stay. Let's just stick with New England style IPA. I prefer calling it that. The New England style IPA is here to stay. So why? First off, this starts with Jeff Allworth's argument, one of the most important beer writers out there. And he says, the New England style IPA has actually overshadowed the American IPA. And you see that with Great American Beer Festival. You see that with your local tap rooms. You see that on Instagram. You see it on Untappd. People are super psyched about the New England style IPA and has definitely surpassed the base style. And so there have been important people in the industry even say that like Hazy IPA is just a flash in the pan. It's not very important. It's just going to go away. And they compare it to styles like red IPA or black IPA. Those were never that big. You go back and you try to find commercial examples of those styles, and nationwide you get 3-4 different black IPAs out there and the styles died away, but never was black IPA more important than American IPA. We've gotten to a place where Hazy IPA, New England style IPA, has actually gotten more important than American IPA. And so my argument continues that New England IPA is the most impactful style change and craft movement that we've seen in 2 decades. So we go back to the early 90s and we go back to the introduction of Pliny Elder, the first American double IPA out there. Could you imagine people back then arguing, oh yeah, people are going to stick to Sierra Nevada Pale Ale 5%, or American IPAs are only going to stay at 6 or 7%. 8% is way too high, too boozy, nobody's going to be drinking that. That's insane. Think about it today. We think of American IPA, double IPA as just another word thrown out there, and double IPA is just part of the vocabulary. What we're seeing with New England style IPA is it's just the evolution of the IPA. We're not going to see these 100 IBU, caramel-driven 9% double IPAs, West Coast style, whatever you want to call them. Those are just not going to be as popular anymore. I definitely see the trend of IPA just being a little bit lighter, a little bit more fruity, more dry hopping, more hopping. And that's just where the American palate has gotten. We loved IPAs early on, and that's where American craft beer started. That's where American craft beer started with Sierra Nevada Pale Ale because it was hoppy. And we're just getting more and more hoppy. And it's just a trend of what's happening to beer. And not that it is something that's going to go away, but simply an evolution of American craft beer and the American palate and the changing styles that we have. So it is here to stay, and it's going to influence how we interpret IPA. Whether everything's going to be hazy is probably not the case, but we're going to see some change. And haze is here to stay. New England style is here to stay. That's my argument. Post in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Later.